But really, what's holding you back? This video is going to serve as a smaller examination, a smaller piece of a longer editorial that I wrote for SomeGadgetGuy.com, talking about the Pixel 3a and sharing some of my feels about this as a budget phone, and then also how we talk about phones like the Pixel 3a, how reviewers can sometimes serve up some backhanded compliments. You know, they're trying to say nice things about this phone at the same time as they're trying not to hurt the feelings of people who spent more, who bought more expensive devices. And again, because we're talking about the Pixel 3a, I feel I must reiterate again, I am a reviewer in North America. And in the United States, we are starved for good competition around this price tier. So if you see a video about the Pixel 3a and your first instinct is to rush out and tell there are so many better phones that you can buy for cheaper, not so much here. We're just starting to catch up to you guys with those ideas of phones from $300 to $500 being performance competitive against our more expensive premium options in the marketplace. So hopefully these phones start making it out into other regions more price competitive, and that means we can also get more mid-ranger competition here in North America. But I digress. What I really want to focus on for this video is literally the beginning of that editorial. What are you doing on your phone? And why do you need to spend more to do it? And I'm asking this in earnest. I would like you to go into your phone, look at the apps installed on your phone, check out some of your battery stats. And if you're using any kind of digital wellness, well-being management or tracking, what is really being used on the device that is your lifestyle daily companion? I'm not trying to make this a gotcha, but I think all of us could do well from time to time examining our actual usage. We might dabble and play with a few hot new features, but then our core usage is likely pretty consistent and probably has been pretty consistent for the last couple years. In using and discussing the Pixel 3a, I find very few areas where this phone has gaps, where this phone will really let users down, even climbing into some fairly aggressive use. It's my hypothesis that a lot of users, maybe most consumers, and especially a good chunk of us gadget enthusiasts, have probably been overbuying for what we really need, just because we haven't always had better options for less that can facilitate the type of use that we actually do need. A good example would be camera performance. You have to overbuy for the rest of the phone just to get a camera that doesn't feel punishing to use when you want to take snapshots of your family and friends. In trying to verify my hypothesis, it's becoming increasingly important for me to try and expand this discussion. I just get out of my own head what I think people might be doing and literally just come to you and ask, what is it that's going on your phone? Immediately, I can absolutely appreciate that there could be concerns on things like storage. There's only a 64 gig option of this phone, and I shoot a ton of video. I shoot a ton of 4K video, so that space can get a little precious. Myself personally, I'm also trying to find those opportunities to celebrate mobile gaming. I really believe in games, high quality games played on your phone. So I've been trying to drive really graphics intense titles on the phones that I carry. It's another area where the Pixel 3a can show some weaknesses. And from my other videos, I mean, I've mentioned this in previous Pixel 3a commentaries where this is probably not a good fit phone for me, but that's also a very personal concern where I'm out there shooting 4K video, editing, rendering from the phone, and uploading that to social media services. That doesn't seem to be a very common usage scenario for consumers out there. And the hilarious thing about that as a concern isn't that the Pixel 3a can't shoot, edit, and render 4K video. It just does it slower than some of the current premium flagship phones that are available to us. I can still do it, it's just not as fast. That's the gig. I've been a big fan of this phone. I've already moved a couple of my family members over to this phone, and I've been dropping jaws, showing them some of the camera output, especially from friends of mine who are using significantly more expensive devices. But that's where I really need to hear from you. Let's have a conversation, look at those stats, look at what's on your phone, And then let's see, maybe we're missing some opportunities to save a little cash or to work more efficiently or just to play with something that's a little outside our wheelhouse. That's where I'm excited about phones like the Pixel 3a, where other regions of the world have already understood this more price-performance competitive ratio. This is a safer buy for a number of my friends than importing a phone that doesn't have a regional warranty. How would they get support for it? And then also work with their carrier to get it onto those networks. So drop those comments. I'm hoping I'm not way off the pulse because I think this is a really interesting conversation. As always, folks, thanks so much for watching these videos, sharing these videos, subscribing to this channel, not just geeking out on the most expensive, flashy crown jewel options available to us, really trying to sit down and maximize our bang for buck purchase. And if you would like to help support the production of those conversations, there are links in the description below this video, or you could consider joining the list of names scrolling by on your screen. That's a growing community of fun, like-minded tech pals, a huge resource for me as I'm planning my future editorials and videos and reviews, so I hope you'll check it out. Now, you know where you can find me around the rest of the internet, at SomeGadgetGuy on the Twitters and the Twitch and the Instagrams and the Facebooks, and I will catch you all on the next video.